Alrighty, what's good, everyone? Obviously, I'm Salty Sriracha. If you might be like, whoa, oh my gosh, this is kind of weird. What is this guy doing? Obviously, I'm not in my normal setup right now. It'd be kind of weird if I was just sitting here behind a couch, not sitting on the couch while playing Minecraft. And as you can tell, the mic audio is obviously extremely different, probably a giant echo. But I wanted to do a video, and obviously I don't have my computer. I don't have my nice setup or anything like that. But the Los Angeles Chargers, I don't know if anybody is big into football or not, or the sports or not, but I'm a huge sports fan. I'm actually watching the Stars game, watching them lose right now. But I'm a huge sports fan. It's actually what I went to university for. I graduated university a couple weeks ago. But the Chargers did their schedule on Minecraft. How cool is that? Now, I know you might be thinking, if you clicked on this video and you're like, what is this guy doing? This is terrible quality. Click off. Okay, that's fine. I completely understand. But if you're still here, welcome. This is awesome. I think this is actually really brilliant for the Chargers and for all the sports fans that are not here. Maybe they just like Minecraft in general. That's cool. That's fine. I appreciate you clicking on this video and you even listen to me ramble on for however long I am. But I will be ranking every single team, or not ranking the teams, but I'll like their schedule, if they'll win, if they'll lose. Like what I said, this is kind of what I went to school for. I know a lot about sports. I know a lot about who should win, and the Chargers are actually a really good team. However, they haven't really done much in the recent years, but they should be doing. Once again, how cool is it that these people said, listen, you're going to be playing Minecraft for the next week to get our schedule released? I think that's hilarious, because what a day in the office that would be. What a week in the office that would be. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe or I'm gonna cry. All right, anyways, let's finally get into this very long, make sure this doesn't blast my eardrums out, but let's get into this. Okay, so you've got Justin Herbert, that's the quarterback. Chicken Jockey, all the opponents. This is cool. Ooh, schedule release, Minecraft edition. Bolts up. Okay. Chargers. Alrighty. Yeah, it actually looks like their first week is against the Chiefs in Brazil, which is boom. Hold on. You've got You've got the Chiefs, right? Nice, beautiful place, whatever, right? They're probably like one of the hottest teams, Chiefs Kingdom. You've got that. Boom. You've got the Chargers. Nice, LA, beautiful houses. You've got the Denver Broncos, once again, beautiful state, beautiful place where they're at. And then the Raiders. What is that Pop-Tart doing there? Why is there a Pop-Tart there? What is that? I'm not even ranking them on what they're going to do. Okay, so, sorry. Let's go back real quick. Okay, so week 1, I think the Chargers, I should write this down. I think the Chiefs will win, so the Chargers will be 0-1. I think they'll be 1-1. If they're 0-2, then I think abandon the ship now. Something needs to change because the Raiders, I think they'll be good, but and then against the Broncos, this is an interesting one, actually. Will the Chargers win against the Broncos? Listen, I really like Bo Nix. I like the Broncos. I like they probably have like the best defense in the league. So since they're versus the Broncos, not at the Broncos, because they'll play them twice this year, or they play them twice every year. But since it'll be at home, I'll give the Chargers 2-1. However, I could see them losing this, so I could see them going 1-2. But I don't know. I think they'll split the games. I think the Chargers will win one of the weeks, and then the Broncos will win, I guess, when the Broncos are at home. All right, so who's next? I like that, the Broncos are the horses. Okay, that's kind of funny because there's 53 people on a NFL team, but yeah, let's go. Keep going. Okay, at the Giants. Okay, better talk to. That's kind of funny right here. Daniel Jones. The Giants' previous quarterback was Daniel Jones. That's kind of a funny little bit of a diss, little whatever. Free medium soda today only. Season ticket members, okay. Welcome to trash. Okay, awesome. The Chargers will win this game, so I think they'll be 3-1. But I like the little disses here and there. This is kind of funny. Oh boy, okay. little bit of shades there. Alrighty. Okay, whatever. Okay, the Chargers versus the Commanders. I think this will be an interesting game. The Commanders obviously went to the NFC Championship last year. However, I think Jalen Daniels is going to take an even step up with Deebo Samuels as well as with Terry McLaurin. And I think they're just going to get better. I think the only downfall, in my opinion, when it comes to the Commanders, me as a Cowboy fan, looking at the team, if I was a GM and I went into this draft, even though the draft's already happened, but still, I would have looked for a running back. I mean, I know Daniels is a kind of like a dual threat quarterback. He can do a little bit of both, but you want to prevent that. This is an interesting one. The Chargers could lose this game. They could win this game. I think it'll be very, very tight. So with that being said, I think they'll lose this game. So I think they'll be 3-2. Dolphins. Dan Marino, Mike McDaniels. That's really to Jalen Waddle, Baker Mayfield. Why is Baker there? What? Okay. Listen, the Dolphins had a very, very bad year last year. With that being said, they could have a better year this year. Tua might be healthy finally. If he doesn't, who knows? He might wear one of the neck thingies right here, not the Q collar. Yeah, he might wear a Q collar to help him with the concussions. But I think that the Chargers will win this week. I think they'll be 4-2. Ooh, okay. The Colts. I was gonna say this is an interesting team. I like the Colts. I wish they were better than what they are. I'm not a Colts fan. However, I really do like Michael Pittman Jr. though, for whatever reason. But listen, the Colts just. They took a giant step back when they drafted Anthony Richardson, and not the fact that they drafted Anthony Richardson, but the fact that they started him. I think Richardson could be a great quarterback. Obviously, I think he just needs time. Everyone complains that his arm isn't there, that whatever isn't there. Yes, you're right. You're completely right. But I think it can be there. I just think he's rushed into it. So with that being said, I think the Colts will lose. So I think the Chargers will win. They'll be 5-2. Wow. The little this is crazy. The little digs that they're doing on every team is kind of funny. I honestly kind of wish other NFL teams did this because kind of funny. The Vikings. This will be an interesting game. So this will be a Thursday night football game. So this will be a short week. They are the Vikings are starting McCarthy. So this will be interesting in my opinion. Obviously, the Vikings were really explosive last year with Sam Darnold. That being said, who knows what's going to happen? Obviously, people have a lot of hype for JJ. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be bad. I'm not saying that he's going to be good. I don't know. Obviously, we'll just have to wait and see, right? With that being said, though, I think the Chargers will win. I think they'll be 6-2. Oh, the Titans. Okay. The Titans just drafted a rookie quarterback, Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward could be good. I think he's got a little bit of some learning to do, in my opinion. There's multiple clips that Cam Ward did where he was just sitting in the pocket. Not sitting. He was just, instead of kind of bouncing around in the pocket like what you're supposed to do, he just stood there. And obviously in the NFL, that's never going to happen. You're going to get someone down your throat, 3.2 seconds in of the snap. That's a crazy statement I just said there, 3.2 seconds. But I wish the Titans were could be good. I don't think they're gonna be. I think this is a rookie year Cam Ward. So who knows? This could be an upset. I don't see that happening. So 7-2. I think they'll be 7-2 after this week. I think the Chargers will win. Okay. The Steelers, man, oh man, giant roller coaster. I think the Steelers have had it. Mike Tomlin, he hasn't had a losing season his entire career, something like that. I don't actually know what it is, but ridiculous, right? He's been there for X amount of years, and he's been great. He's been better than great. And once again, he hasn't had a losing record. Now, with that being said, that comes with its benefits, right? That comes with getting lower draft picks, yada yada yada. But this year it might be it. So the Steelers will lose this week. The Chargers will win. They'll be 8-2. That's not bad. Definitely not bad. Yeah, they're definitely rebuilding. I like the little memes. I like the Aaron Rodgers little thing there. The Jaguars, man. As I'm watching this, it's once again I don't keep up with the Chargers as in like what they're doing every week as much as I would with the Cowboys. However, listen, I'm not a delusional Cowboy fan. Okay, they suck. However, they could be good this year. I know everyone says that every year, but and then what is good, right? First round exit. Yes, that's what I mean. I don't mean I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, it's their year. No, it's definitely not their year. There's a lot of things that they need to do that they need to change to get better. However, Brandon Aubrey last year was, in my opinion, the best Cowboys on the team, and you can't say anything otherwise. I mean, I guess you can, but my opinion stands. I think he was the best player on the Cowboys team last year. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars are ass. They're going to lose. The Chargers will win. Duval. Bye week. Okay. This is funny because Justin Herbert likes to fish, so that's kind of why and I assume he likes to. I know he likes to fish, so that's why he was fishing. Now, as it comes to I was gonna say breeding, but as it comes to being a farmer, that I have no idea. So I'd assume so. They obviously should know him very well. My God! That's my God! The Raiders. Once again, I don't know if the Raiders are sponsored by Pop-Tarts. That would be kind of cool. I don't remember the last time I had a Pop-Tart. But the Raiders will lose. They'll be 0-2. I don't think there's no way that the Raiders are beating the Chargers, in my opinion. I know Ashton Jinsky, he is going to be a beast. He's going to be great, unless he doesn't get hurt, obviously. But I don't think the Raiders are going to be very good. However, I say that. They did just get Sam Darnold. So, I don't know. But I think the Chargers are better. And this Pop-Tart, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Ooh, the Eagles. Okay. I think I have the Chargers on a 7-game winning streak right now. But I think that'll break against the Eagles. I think they'll be 10-3. I think they'll lose against the Eagles. I think it'll be a great game. But save our tush push. Actually, me recording this, the tush push was saved. However, the Eagles will probably win this game, and that's coming from a Cowboys fan as well. Listen, I'm a football fan. I love the Cowboys, but I'm a sports fan, so I know what I'm talking about. Chiefs, okay, yes, here they are again. And honestly, I see them losing against the Chiefs again. So that's back-to-back losing streak. That's a 2-game losing streak. But listen, Patrick Mahomes, there's a reason why he's considered, he's already considered one of the greats because just look at his resume. Oh, the Cowboys. Okay. Just said I'm a huge Cowboys fan, so I think that the Cowboys are gonna lose. Yes, there's no way. I don't know. Ugh. Listen, I don't rate the Chargers highly. I don't rate Justin Herbert highly. I think he's a good quarterback. I was gonna say he has potential to be good, but he's been doing this for like what 6 years now or something like that. He's been doing it for a while, and he hasn't won anything. That's my only argument, right? I think he has. I think he, I keep saying I think he can be good. I think he can be good, but it's been a while. I don't know. I want to say I think the Cowboys could win this game. I think they can win this game. Once again, about Herbert being good, he can be good. For the video's sake, the Chargers will probably win this game, but I could see this being like with the Eagles. It could be what? It could be flip flopped. The Eagles could win, or they could lose. The Texans, Dirty Bubble award key. Dirty Bubble awarded key to city. That's funny. Now the Texans. This is an interesting team, in my opinion. They went from 2 years ago, C.J. Stroud's rookie year. He went from being the generational god of ever, and then last year people were calling him. He regressed a lot. And then same thing. This is what I hate about people in general, fans of football in general, is they. I do think that the Chargers will win, so they'll be 11-4. Texans will lose, I think. The Broncos once again. I think so. They won the first week or week 2. The Chargers did. So I have the Broncos winning this one. I think they'll be 12-5. Listen, I think the Broncos are good, but this is a divisional round, so a divisional game. So honestly, this like the Chargers could take 2-0 or the Broncos could take 2-0. Division games are always so just odd and random because it's just how it goes. It's like facing your little brother or your older brother, right? It's you've got this hate. You've got this hate, and you just got to show that you got to win. So that's how I look at division games. So yeah, I think they'll be 12-5. This was an interesting little video. I just thought about doing this, and once again, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded it as much, and that this isn't the normal content. If you do like me reacting to Minecraft kind of stuff, this was actually really fun to do and kind of give my little spin on it. Let me know. Obviously, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do it more because once again, this was fun. But if you didn't enjoy this, then cool. I know for next time.